a large section of our fan base are the Hag'S and a large section of the pundits and in the news media are the Hag'S. I've got a problem with the pundits and members of the news media who are the Hag'S because they never liked the Hag right from day one. But when members of our fan base are the Hag'S, I can understand. I can see the reasons why they are the Hag'S. What about the in-game management? It's so poor. What about the substitutions? It's appalling. For example, the match on Thursday versus Chelsea. Why did the Hag replace Rasmus Højlund with Marcus Rashford? Marcus Rashford for weeks and even months has not been playing good. All we see from Rashford is jogging. He's jogging. He doesn't track back. He doesn't make runs. He doesn't press the defenders of the opposition. So why did Ten Hag bring him on Thursday night? Why? You see, this is one of the reasons why some people in our fan base are agitating for Ten Hag out. On that very match, you see Marcus Rashford jogging. As soon as Rasmus Højlund was replaced, the defenders of Chelsea, they heaved a sigh of relief because they knew Marcus Højlund was not going to press them, and he didn't press them. It's not been good enough in the past matches. He was very good, absolutely good last season. He scored 30 goals and we all praised him. But this season, there's almost nothing to write home about. Marcus Rashford can do as many interviews as he wants. He can tell people to shut up. He can tell people not to question his commitment to Manchester United. He's right. He's a fan. He loves Manchester United. That is true. But with the fans, we watch him game in, game out. We watch him jogging. We watch him play like somebody who doesn't want to be out there. We watch him play like someone who's not interested in playing for Manchester United. We are judging him on that, what we are saying. So no matter his protestations, we see him. We saw him again on Thursday versus Chelsea. He wasn't good enough. So why is Erik Ten Hag playing him? Why is he not dropped altogether? There are other people who want to play, who sit on the bench every game, and yet they don't have the opportunity to come in because Ten Hag do not bring them on. Why is Bruno Fernandes playing every game? Why is he not ever substituted? Why? Even when he's not playing good. Bruno Fernandes have not been good enough. In the past months, he hasn't been playing very good. He's all over the pitch. He runs here, he runs there. He goes that way, he goes this way. Everywhere. Martin Odegaard at Arsenal. Compare Bruno Fernandes to him. Compare him to Kevin De Bruyne at Manchester City. Those guys are influencing games for their clubs. But Bruno Fernandes does not influence game for Manchester United anymore. Not one game. And yet, Ten Hag keeps playing him. And yet, he's never replaced. He plays the full 90 minutes every game. I hear some people say, oh, he lost Manchester United. He wants to play for Manchester United. Even if he breaks his neck, he will keep on playing. And so, what is the output? What is the end result of that? Other players want to play. Messi Mato wants to play. Aman wants to play. They are not there for show. They are not at Manchester United for exhibition. They are professionals who want to play football. Yet, Ten Hag keeps playing him. Keeps playing him. Game in, game out. And what are we getting from it? It's all on Ten Hag. In our midfield, opposition players, they now know that there are spaces. We create spaces. We leave spaces for opposition teams to exploit. And they exploit those spaces to the maximum. Why would Ten Hag play Kobe Mainoo all by himself in the midfield? Why would Ten Hag play Casemiro all by himself in the midfield? Why? Because when you play McTominay with either Kobe Mainoo or Casemiro, you are in essence playing one person in the midfield, because McTominay is up there in the final third. He wants to score a goal. He doesn't track back. He doesn't come and play in the midfield. He doesn't support either Casemiro or Kobe Mainoo. As a result, our midfield is wide open. I believe the instruction given to him by Ten Hag. I don't blame McTominay. I don't blame him. Because Ten Hag wants that odd goal. He scored 2 against Brentford. And Ten Hag is hoping he's going to score again to win us games. But that is not how to play football. There's no style in that. There's no shape in that. That's not how to play football. How do you win games like that? When you throw somebody on the field, go and score. No plan. That is all on Ten Hag. Up to this moment, we have not seen any shape to this team. 18 months on, we have not seen a style of play from Ten Hag on this team. Even if the players are so bad, even if they are not good at all, at least in every game, we should see a style of play. We should know what they are trying to do. But we are not seeing it. And I hear some people say, oh, these players are too bad. No other manager can manage them. No other manager can coach them. No other person can coach them. They are bad. Even Pep Guardiola cannot coach them. Even Jurgen Klopp cannot coach them. No other manager in this world can coach them. I say, if no other manager can coach these Manchester United players, it therefore means Manchester United players are the best players in the world. Are they? Really? That no other manager can coach them? I agree. A lot of them are not good enough. But that does not mean that they cannot be coached. You see, when Ten Hag was appointed, a friend of mine told me I should think out with my excitement about Ten Hag. I asked why. He said because he doesn't think Ten Hag will do so well at Manchester United. I said, oh, What do you mean? How so? He told me that at Hag'S, they have a specific style of play. And that style of play is started right from the academy. They are taught, you see those little boys, they are taught from the academy how to play the Hag'S style of play. That is the Hag'S way. They keep teaching them. And those little boys, you see their heads. You know, it's easier to teach kids than to teach adults. It's easier for kids to imbibe your instructions than adults would. So those kids, they already know the style of play of Hag'S. So when they go to the senior team, they're already used to it. And when new players are brought in, they are made to understand that style of play and imbibe it as well. He told me that is why Hag'S did well at Hag'S. It's not that he's a genius. It's not that he's a miracle worker. It's not that he's so good. But that is the system of Hag'S. And he played it well. He might not be able to play that system at Manchester United because Manchester United is a different kettle of fish entirely. You understand? That was what he told me. Then I said to myself, no, that can't be. Hag'S, I want Hag'S. Hag'S must go to Manchester United. He's the best person. He was actually the best person. I didn't want Pochettino, and I still don't want Pochettino. You see, but now I understand what he said. I understand it is he told me about Hag'S. That is why Hag'S is struggling to implement a system at Manchester United. That is why Hag'S is struggling to have an influence on this team. It's not possible for him to implement the Hag'S system on Manchester United. It's not possible. On this team, no. Even the next team, no. Manchester United is a bigger team. It's a bigger club. It's not, this is the Premiership. It's not Hag'S. It's not the Eredivisie. This is the Premiership. So it's very difficult for him. That's why he's struggling. You see, this is my friend. Actually, his son is in Hag'S Academy. His son plays for the Hag'S Academy. So he knows the ins and outs of Hag'S. His son is still there right now. You see, it's going to be very difficult for Hag'S. But to me, these reasons are not sufficient to say Hag'S should be sacked. The results have been very poor. We're out of the Champions League in no time. We're bottom in that group. A group that had Galatasaray. It's all at Hag'S. We are not going to qualify for Champions League. We are not going to take fifth position because Spurs are better than us. Aston Villa are better than us. So don't think we are going to qualify for Champions League. We should be happy if we qualify for Europa League. I don't think we are going to win the FA Cup. If we succeed in beating Coventry City, are we going to succeed in beating Manchester City? Well, I hope so. I hope we are able to beat Manchester City and win the FA Cup. I'm very happy. I will celebrate. I will drink wine, not champagne. But can we do it? You see, Ten Hag is not the only problem of Manchester United. It's not the only problem at that club. The players, some of them are just not good enough, simply not good enough to play for Manchester United. I hear some people say, some of these players have been there for a long time. Some of them played under Louis van Gaal. Some of them played under Jose Mourinho. Some of them played under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is true. That is exactly true. But have you ever seen a club when hiring a new manager decides to sell the entire squad, the 23 registered players, sell them and buy new players, bring in 23 new players for the new manager? Have you ever seen that in any club? A new manager will always meet trickles of players who have played for previous managers. And Postecoglou at Spurs met players who have played under previous managers. He lost his best player, Harry Kane, but he was able to stamp his authority, his system of play on Spurs, and today Spurs are better than Manchester United. Aston Villa, before Unai Emery came, Steven Gerrard was hopeless. But today, Aston Villa is better than Manchester United. Ten Hag, this is 18 months or 19 months in charge. Yet, Manchester United have regressed. The worst is that there is no style of play, no shape, no form. We are conceding goals. Shots upon shots, shot upon shot, shot after shot at our goal. An average of 25 shots a match. It is not sustainable, Ten Hag. It is not. Because when he was asked if he was worried about the shots that we are conceding, he said no, he's not worried in as much as we are not conceding goals. Erik Ten Hag, you are 100% incorrect. You should be worried. You should be, because it's not sustainable. But as I said, he's not the only problem at that club. A lot of the players are not good enough. Ten Hag himself is not good enough. Don't forget the structure he has been working under. Richard Arnold, John Murtough. Remember when they went to Barcelona? Remember when they went to Turin? Those guys are hopeless. They didn't know anything about football. Yet, they were presiding. So that structure was bad. Don't forget the Glazers. The Glazer family. They were hands-on Manchester United, but they were absent. They were never there. All they knew was how to take money out of the club. There have been a major problem for Manchester United. It was reported that Jose Mourinho wanted to sell Anthony Martial. But Joe Glazer said, no, don't sell him. I like him. How can you sell somebody I like, a guy I like in the club? Don't sell him. And so, Anthony Martial was not sold. That was about 5 years ago. What? 5 or 6 years ago. But today, where is Anthony Martial? In the treatment table. Tell me, how many games has he played in 3 years? Tell me, how many goals has he scored in 3 years? I think he has not even played 90 minutes of game time in the past 3 years. You see? So the problems are a lot. But now, we are having a new structure. We have the Ineos group who are in charge of football. We have Sir Jim Ratcliffe. We have Sir Dave Braceford. These guys are serious guys. They make business. Omar Barada is going to be the CEO. Dan Ashworth is going to be the director of football. And Jason Wickers is going to be the technical director. Move aside the reflection. Now, the Ineos group is putting a good structure in place. So, let the Hag work under the new structure. You see, when you are agitating that the Hag should be sacked, when you are online saying the Hag out, I'm telling you, you are agitating for Ineos to hire Gareth Southgate. Have you not heard that name? Have you not heard that name being associated with the managerial position at Manchester United? Oh my God. Gareth Southgate. Don't you know him? He's the manager of the England men's team. He has stars. A lot of stars. And yet he has not won nothing. Even if Gareth Southgate in every of their match in the next Euros, they scored 10 goals each. And they end up winning the Euros. That is not even enough for him to manage Manchester United. Not at all. But that name is being associated with Manchester United. Gareth Southgate. He managed Middlesbrough. He was bad and he was sacked. That was about how many years? Maybe 15 years ago. Water has its level. Gareth Southgate has a level. His level is League One or the Championship. If you want to be fair to him, let him come to the Premier League. Then you know those teams that are fighting relegation. Burnley, Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest. Those are his level. Not Manchester United. How on net would Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sir Dave Braceford, and the Ineos group, or even Dan Ashworth, how on net would they be thinking of hiring Gareth Southgate as the next manager of Manchester United? What are they thinking? What are they drinking, those people? That Dan Ashworth had worked with Gareth Southgate before. That Sir Dave Braceford knows Gareth Southgate. Is that what we want? Is that the credential, the qualifications we want from a Manchester United manager? We don't want mates football anymore. We have had it with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. When it was high five, he was high fiving all the players. He was high fiving John Murdoch and the rest. We don't want that anymore. Gareth Southgate is going to come and play mates football. You know why? Dan Ashworth will not sack him. Sir Dave Braceford will not sack him. They know each other. Gareth Southgate, master of park the bus. Don't you see what he plays in England team? He's the reason why I no more watch the England team when they are playing. Park the bus with all those stars he has. Favoritism is his watchword. It doesn't matter whether you are good or not. Once he likes you, he will keep on playing you. Hag'S comes to mind. Calvin Phillips, who was a perpetual bench woman at Manchester City, comes to mind. Is that what you want at Manchester United? Look, I'm not Ten Hag out. Not because I feel Ten Hag is doing a marvelous job with the team, but because the next person that will come might be worse than Ten Hag. So be careful what you wish for. Ten Hag out. Ten Hag is not good. Let's sack him. Ten Hag out. We need another manager. Which manager do you need? Which manager do you want? Which manager do you think they are going to bring? Carlo Ancelotti? No, it's a Real Madrid. Pep Guardiola? No, it's a Manchester City. Jurgen Klopp? No, he wants to take a rest. Sabbatical. So who do you want? Gareth Southgate or Graham Potter? Be careful what you wish for. This is why I want Ten Hag out. This is why I want Ten Hag to complete his 3-year contract. He's almost finished his second year. He has 1 year left. Let him play under a good structure and let us see how he's going to fare under this good structure that we are having now. He might not be good enough. He might not be good enough. But those who have to follow may be worse. Do we have to continue to sack managers every 2 years? Because trust me, you guys, Southgate comes to manage Manchester United. Oh, I'm telling you, you want to kill yourself. Don't you see his style of play? It's not progressive. He doesn't play none of that. A man that has been manager of England, if any national team coach should not even manage a club anymore. What do? They sit at home, they smoke cigar, they drink wine. Then once in a while, the players come 1 month, they stay with the 1 month, and the players are gone again. Their job is done. Is that who you want to manage Manchester United? That will manage Manchester United, our club. No. Be careful what you wish for. This is the reason why I don't want Ten Hag to be sacked. I don't know Ten Hag, but he should be given a chance. If he's not good in his last year, then let him sack him by all means. But now, no. Nagelsmann is not available. It's with the German national team. We'll get him. We are going to get the crumbs. The main guys are not available. They're out of reach. We'll get the crumbs. And do you want the crumbs? I know I don't. So, those who are agitating for Ten Hag to be sacked, I can understand your reasons. I don't think they are wrong. But this is not the time to sack Ten Hag. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. So it has been Arise United Devils, and I'm Hag'S out there. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.